Think about a time when you were excited to meet a new person, perhaps a new friend, or when you were dating someone new. And you wanted to get to know that person, to spend time with that person. And you also wanted that person to know who you were genuinely. The feast that we just celebrated on January 6th was called the Epiphany, and this is the second Sunday after the Epiphany. You might be familiar with the word epiphany from when you realize something and people say, I had an epiphany. Well, the Epiphany, which we celebrate in the East, is Jesus revealing himself as truly God at his baptism. Why does he reveal this to us? Simply for the fact that he loves us and he wants us to know who he genuinely is. And in the West, the Epiphany is the celebration of the three magi or Persian kings who come to adore the baby Jesus. And it's the same idea. It's an epiphany, something becoming clear, because it's three pagans, three people who aren't Jewish, who come to worship a child because they intuit, they know that he's God, because God has revealed himself to us. And so every feast of our church year is Jesus in an epiphany, Jesus making himself known to us simply because he loves us and he wants the people who are made in his image, each one of us who are made in the image of God, to know him who loves us. And so even Christmas was a kind of epiphany because this small child was actually God, born to us to show us how much he loves us, that the immortal, all-powerful God would become a small, weak infant in a dirty manger full of animals just for us. He showed us his love. And in Holy Week, he shows us on Good Friday that he would die for us because he loves us so much. And on Easter Sunday, he shows us that he is not just a dead God who died on Good Friday, but he's the God who lives forever and he destroys death by his resurrection. So every single feast of the church year we could look at and see that it's a kind of God showing us something about himself. But in all of them, we have to remember, why does he want to show himself to us? Because he loves us and he wants us to know who we truly are, by knowing who he truly is. And so, with this new perspective, let us celebrate each and every feast of the church and ask ourselves, why does this feast exist? To show us what about God in his infinite love for us.